we're going to dismantle the wall. After we dismantle the wall, we're going to conduct is what we call the Homeless People's Popular Assembly that was initiated out of the Coalition on Homeless to address that dread Proposition Q. And what we do is we go into encampments and wherever we find homeless people, and we hold popular assemblies with homeless people. And homeless people give us their ideas and their input on solutions to homelessness. We listen to the experts. The experts are the homeless people. We do not solicit from the politicians, from the real estate people, the developers, the banks, the police. We do not solicit or elicit their input on solutions for homelessness because obviously they don't have a damn solution. So we say homeless people are the experts, homeless people are the solution, homeless people themselves will end homelessness because homeless people are the ones most impacted. So they have to be the ones to act in the role of leadership and the capacity of leadership. And homelessness will not end until homeless people end it. So we are empowering homeless people and organizing homeless people for the fight back. So we have our homeless popular assemblies, which we will conduct one after the dismantling of the wall, and we will hear from our homeless folks, our former homeless folks. And the way we do it is we elect homeless people mayors of the city of St. Francis, San Francisco, and we consult with those mayors for real solutions to homelessness, okay? All right, so you're gonna witness that today. So, we're now gonna dismantle this wall. They didn't tell me how we're gonna dismantle this wall. Maybe you know? All right, dismantle the wall, down with the wall! Down with the wall! Mr. Trump, take down the wall! All right, and such a pretty wall too. So pretty. All right, let's give it up for our wall people. And they're not up, they weren't holding the wall up, right? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna ask if we got any of our homeless neighbors here today, or any people who are formerly homeless, could you step up here? Come on up, Pastor Amos. All right, brother. So formerly homeless people, yeah, come on. Show your homelessness. I'm formerly homeless. I'm still homeless in America, really. All right, so we're on our homeless popular assembly, all right? And we're gonna go and elect our first mayor, Mary Elaine, Pastor Elaine. Mary Elaine, let's give it up for Mary Elaine, y'all. She's mayor, y'all. And a woman. Mayor Elaine, what are your solutions to solving the homeless crisis?
My solution to stopping the homeless crisis is stop taking the money out of the government's pockets and start putting money into programs to help build affordable housing, because what they're doing, we can't afford to eat. When we pay rent, we take all of our money to pay the rent and not afford to eat.
Not paying attention.
So
Walk right in front of me, dude.
You rather eat than have a house, so you got to make a decision. So what they're putting in their pockets, we need to be putting in the city for the people to be helped. And the health programs, they're taking it all from us. I mean, the citizens in San Francisco, people with babies are in the streets, young people are in the street. They need to come out of their homes and come out here and see what's going on, and thinking they won't get sick and diseased and come out here and see what we are really going through. We live more healthier out here than they do in there. We can put together a communication and a community better than they can. They in office and they can't do the job that they getting paid with our tax money for. And I think we should be responsible to do it.
All right, Mary Elaine. I'll vote for her. nomination to Mayor Sosha. Give it up for the mayor, y'all. Mayor Sosha. Mayor Sosha, you just been elected mayor of St. Francis. That's San Francisco for y'all. You wouldn't believe it, right? But you've been elected mayor, and we want to know, what are you going to do, Mayor Sosha, to solve this homeless crisis?
I think I'm going to take the money out of politics because that's what's raping the communities. I think that's the one thing that we could do, is take the money out of politics, and then our representatives aren't going to be working for the bribes, they're not going to be working for the war chest to get reelected, they're going to be representing us again. We need public servants, not professional politicians accepting money from the business community to get elected over and over again and serve the business interests and not the community interests.
Thank you, Mayor Sosha. Will you vote for her? I would. All right, I'm going to bring up Mayor Robert. Robert, you've just been elected the mayor of San Francisco. Let's give it up for the mayor, Robert, y'all. I voted for him, didn't you? All right, you voted for Trump. Oh, all right. So anyway, Mayor Robert, what the fuck are you going to do to solve this fucking crisis?
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take all the people that are houseless and I'm going to house them. I'm going to provide them with the services that they need in order for them to get back on their feet. I'm going to provide jobs for them so that they can go out and make a living. The people that can't work, I'm going to provide services for them so that they can be able to afford not only medical care, but living expenses. I'm going to provide food for them so they don't have to worry about a thing. I'm going to provide them with a path to recovery so that they can get back into society and start healing themselves and getting back to their lives that they had before they were disrupted by whatever caused their homeless situation to begin with. That's what I would do.
We're going to bring up not only our next mayor, but our youngest mayor in the history of San Francisco. Mayor Yessie. Mayor Yessie, what are you going to do about this?
I would stop the war from another country. I would stop going to another country and use all the money that's spent on a war, instead use it for housing programs, because that's ridiculous that we have to go into another country and spend so much money when we can take care of the people here. We're making excuses and putting the people here in the back burner and just worrying about other country. I would spend all the money from the war to house people and get them food and everything. That'd be great.
All right, thank you, Yessie, Mayor Yessie. Now, our next mayor is Colin. Colin. Mayor Colin, we's calling you for a solution.
So, first of all, we need to understand fundamentally that we're all human beings. First of all, and then I really want to promote using rooftop gardening in community spaces to create homeless communities so that we can kind of work with each other and also promote gardening in apiaries to benefit the fact that we're not provided our food. So have to do something about that. And that's a start.
Thank you, Mayor Colin. I want to bring up, he's going to be mayor today, but he actually ran for mayor. Mayor of Berkeley. Huh? I voted for him twice and he still lost. But we're going to bring up Mike. You might remember Mike, he was running for mayor of Berkeley. His tagline was, "Bomb for mayor." I didn't like that because I think we got enough bombs in office, right? So anyway, but Mayor Mike, and almost Mayor Mike. He didn't make Berkeley, but he made Mayor of San Francisco. Go figure. Hey, Mike.
On behalf, my name is Michael Lee. I live in a tent at 61 years old. It's a fucking shame, and this is the greatest country in America. A 61-year-old disabled man that lives in a tent. I am proud to say that I'm one of the public voices, the first that came for the homeless, the only self-governing organization that has created the only self-governing homeless intentional community in the United States. We have, for 9 months, been on a tour, and a protest tour, and has resulted in our intentional community that we control and we govern. I want to, in the name of the organization, I want to welcome all those from out of the city. I'm glad to see I'm not the only outside agitator here. I also want to say, fuck you, Ed Lee. I haven't forgotten about you. And fuck the SFPD. And fuck the DPW for yesterday at 9th and Brannan. You got lucky yesterday. Watch what happens in the next couple of weeks. Because first they came for the homeless, and now we're coming after you. And we have the dedication and tenacity and the organizers to fuck up your day, and we're gonna do that. Steal our shit, put your hands on one of us, you put your hands on all of us. To hell with you. To hell with you. We're going to come over here and declare war on the fucking policies that this city decides to do, emulating Trump and his fucking wall. To hell with him. As mayor of San Francisco, my first declaration, my absolute first declaration is that all public space is now open for public use, 24/7. That includes this area that we are standing on. If you have no house, if you are sleeping on the sidewalk, fuck that. Come down here, pop a tent, create a community. We will bring people down here to help you and to guide you and advise you to do exactly on this piece of land what we have done in Berkeley. You come to Berkeley and you will see what homeless people can fucking do. My second declaration is to all these empty buildings and all these property owners. Guess what? In 72 hours, those buildings revert to the people. We're going to find every single one of them. We're going to kick the door open, and we're going to take people off the sidewalk and move them the fuck in. You don't like it? Too bad. I'm the government. I can do any fucking thing I want to do. You just lost. You got 72 hours to make as much money as you can, because after that, we've just now taken the profit out of housing. The hell with you. The third thing I would do, the absolute third thing I would do, is all these tech companies, including the San Francisco Giants and the San Francisco 49ers, you're going to pay what I'm going to call a poverty tax. 50% of your gross income goes back to the city to build affordable housing. You are the cause of the motherfucking problem. You are going to be my motherfucking solution. And if you don't like it, I'm going to get 1,000 people to come down to your headquarters, kick your door in, put you on the sidewalk, and we're going to sleep in your office. And that includes Mark Zuckerberg's house. I know where the fuck you live at. You $10 million a day asshole. And your big ass house in the middle of the Mission District that is now ours, the people, because we are first they came for the homeless, and now we are the motherfucking government and your worst nightmare.
You ain't gonna let Homeland Security scare him. All right, so our next mayor, want to step up here, David, from Sacramento. Sacramento, Sacktown in the house, y'all. Give it up for Mayor David from Sac. Yeah.
Well, I don't know what I'd do if I was mayor of San Francisco, but I know what I'd do if I was mayor of Sacramento. I'd immediately call for a moratorium on the camping ordinance. I would direct the city manager to tell the police to lay off the poor people.